Hi, I'm Camilla.
And I'm Kang, and we are
the
FI
Resellers. And we're back with another week of sales for you. This week we're going to go over 10 of our best sales from the past week, and we are going to share what they are, how we got them, and how much they went for online to help you in your reselling business find high quality items and know how much they can sell for online. Then we're going to share our total numbers, so how much we made over the past week. And then we're going to share a little bit about where that money goes, how much is going to go into our investment.
And why we're the FI Resellers, financial independence.
And then we're going to share a community BOLO. So make sure that you stay tuned for that, because that is our favorite part of the video, where we share other wins and all the ways that other resellers are being successful in our community.
Our first sale was this Coach Bleecker purse, and the buyer was all in $64.40 on eBay.
So this was a great sale. It had just been listed for a couple days and it sold very quickly. This was a purse that my mom had given us. She had gotten it from a church rummage sale, and we knew that it was legit because it had, the creed in there. And when we looked up the serial number, our exact purse came up, and it seemed to be the Coach Bleecker purse, which was something that was selling for about $50 online. So that's how much we charged plus shipping. Just a really fun sale. We don't sell a lot of purses, so it's kind of out of our wheelhouse to do this, but it was kind of a fun thing to do.
Yeah, selling a Coach purse is like treading on the territory of Rachel Strickland and Grandma's Closet. They're always selling Coach purses, and they love Coach. So we love selling, things like this once in a while too. Something we don't often pick up and we don't often sell. It was this tailor-made women's driver. It was the 580 that we sold for $39 on Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah, so this we had had for a little while, about a month, and we still have all the other golf clubs that we picked up that day. And this was the first one to make a sale, and we're really happy with that because Facebook Marketplace, the fees are really low, and we had a lot of kind of room to build the box and to, not feel like we had to make it under a certain amount or something like that. We had weighed it beforehand and, charged the buyer the prepaid shipping label. So that was a great sale. Really happy with that.
We sold these flats by Tory Burch for $39.55 on eBay. Pretty nice in 4 days.
These had a lot of wear on the bottom, but they were really nice leather still, didn't have any real damage on the leather. So we were really happy to pick these up, and then they sold pretty quickly. That is a great brand to be on the lookout for. People love to buy her stuff, and especially the shoes. Mostly the shoes and the purses. Like the clothing doesn't really go for as much and doesn't go as quickly, but the shoes and the purses are definitely something to be on the lookout for. It's not a brand that we find pretty often, but when we do, we definitely pick it up.
I love it when we sell jumpsuits. We sold this jumpsuit by Holding Horses for $38.65 on eBay.
So Holding Horses is a brand under Anthropologie, and it's more of like a Western kind of that sort of bohemian type brand. So they have a lot of chambray, a lot of denim, that sort of thing. Even just the other day, we picked up a chambray dress by Holding Horses. And it also is a brand under Anthropologie that can demand a little bit more money. So they're, kind of levels the Anthropologie brands. And so this one is kind of a mid-tier one. So we love finding this brand and picking it up. And this was one that we just thought was so cute. We love jumpsuits. Jumpsuits seem to do really well. We love them because they're like a whole outfit all in one. And so this, we expected that we would get $30, and that's what we did, plus shipping. So really happy with that sale.
We sold these really nice patent leather clogs by Dansko for $49.65 on eBay.
So these Danskos were in amazing condition, like basically new. And they were the patent leather kind. So they were like the shiny kind, and they were just so nice. So I priced them high. I priced them at $50, and then someone came in and offered me $40 plus shipping, and so I accepted. And I was really happy with that sale because they sold really quickly and better than a lot of our other Danskos have sold.
And it was going to a doctor, and that feels really good to take an offer on, just helping it out a little bit. We sold these men's khaki pants by Adriano Goldschmied. They were all in $34.15 on eBay.
Yeah, so it ended up being $25 plus shipping, and we love selling Adriano Goldschmied men's jeans. They seem to do really well for us. Men's jeans, these are kind of a khaki color. Men seem to love their Adriano Goldschmied. I think because they kind of know, the type of jean that it is, and then they know how it fits them and stuff like that. So they seem to do really well for us, and we were happy with this pickup, and the buyer left us good feedback.
This one was really surprising to me. This LL Bean barn coat, really nice red color that we sold for $73.70 on eBay.
This coat didn't have a size in there at all, so we took measurements, which is kind of a risk, and we don't always do that, but we know that these LL Bean barn coats can go for a lot, close to $50. So we were even more than that. I think we priced it at $50 because we didn't have a size tag, so we priced it a little bit lower. But they can go for even more than that because people just love them. They are warm, you know, they're kind of classic style. They never go in or out of style, really. People are looking for these online because they are very, very expensive new. And so we decided, even though it didn't have a size tag, that we were going to pick it up anyway, and we put measurements in, and LL Bean has a size chart, so we compared to their size chart and then put in the description. No size tag. We took measurements. Please see the measurements to make sure. Even with that, it's still sold, you know, in just a couple of weeks, so really happy with that too.
Yeah, we just hope that the buyer loves it, and that's something to consider too. You know, it's like, this is a substantial piece, so it's worth taking a chance on.
And the other thing about these specific coats is that they don't have to fit like just right. They're supposed to be like a little bit oversized anyway. So that's another factor in it, of like, you have a little bit of breathing room with your size.
We sold these loafers by Cork Ease for $39 on Mercari. What?
So this is our first time finding this brand, and I let them go for a little bit less than I would have on, you know, other platforms on Mercari, because we've been trying to kind of spur some sales on Mercari. Yeah, which it has been working this week. And so I decided to accept the offer, and really happy to see these go, but they were so nice. They were just like such a cool pair of shoes, and they got a lot of interest on all different platforms. A lot of people messaging me about them. So definitely be on the lookout for Corkies. We had been on the lookout for forever and hadn't seen them until finally the bins blessed us and we got some. And so we will definitely be looking for these more intently in the future.
Bins blessing.
Yeah.
We sold this swimsuit by Hot as Hell for $40 on Poshmark in 248 days. Apparently the perfect timing during winter.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Yeah. So I think that maybe I had these priced a little bit high. It still had the like sanitary liner in there. It didn't have the tags, but it still had that sanitary liner in there, which I think helped raise the value of it, because it's like not totally used, I guess. Yeah. I don't really know. I'm not sure what level of like used, not used that means, but anyway.
But it's still sold.
Yeah, so yeah, we're really happy about that sale.
Another one on Mercari, we sold this skeleton sweatshirt, really cool, by Project Social T Urban Outfitter for $33 on Mercari.
Yeah, so this really surprised me, because I picked it up just because I thought it was so cool. I couldn't leave it behind. I didn't do comps on it or anything. I just was like, someone needs to have this, and I will sell it for $10 if it means that someone gets it. But when I looked up comps, they were doing really well. So I think originally a lot of people had picked it up maybe retail arbitrage, because a lot of the sales were for new tags, and so there weren't that many that were used, but even the used ones were going for about $30 to $40, which again, really surprising to me. So someone came in and offered me $33 on Mercari, and I accepted, and so that was a really great sale. Although we did have a viewer comment on our haul video, because our haul video went out I think that same day.
Yeah.
And I felt bad, because I would have loved to sell it to a viewer instead of, you know, someone on Mercari. But maybe the person that bought it on Mercari was also a viewer. I don't know. Anyway, it was just like such a cool sweatshirt. So if you see something and you think it's really cool, really funky, other people might think so too. But probably you should do comps on it, because I would have been much more excited to pick it up if I'd known that it was worth $30.
Right. And if you were the one that bought it from us on Mercari, thank you.
Yeah. Okay, so here are our numbers. So in the past week, we sold a total of 49 items for a gross revenue of $1,227.10. Our cost of goods for those 49 items was $98.01. So then splitting it up into the different platforms, on eBay we sold 22 items for a profit of $404.05. On Poshmark we sold a total of 15 items for $199.78. On Mercari we sold 6 items, so a big improvement from last week.
Yeah.
And we made a total of $111.46. And on Facebook Marketplace we sold a total of 6 items for $82.45. So Facebook Marketplace is what's going to go into our investing account for the week. So we deposited $83 into there. So then our net profit from the whole past week was $797.74. So
we're climbing up.
We are so close to 800, which was super exciting. We love, you know, just climbing and growing our business, and we've been listing a ton more. I've been listing about 100 items a week for the past 2 weeks.
Yeah. So
it's interesting to see kind of our store grow and our sales grow along with that, to kind of get to the point where we want to be with me being full-time.
Yeah. Did you know that she's full-time? Did you watch the big announcement video? We'll put it up there.
Yeah.
It wasn't just, you know, the full-time announcement. There was something else.
Yeah.
All right, a quick update on the total stock market index experiment. And as Camilla mentioned before, we chose one platform to, take all the profits and invest into this experiment to show you basically the potential of your money making money. And this is not doing so well right now. Basically, you're seeing that we've on paper lost a few $100s. And as far as continuing to invest goes, we are going to just keep doing it. It's called dollar cost averaging. Along with the idea of dollar cost averaging is that time in the market is better than timing the market. And so these are the concepts that we've talked about before. We're not worried about this small section of time where it's been 2 or 3 weeks. We're looking at 40 years. 52 weeks times 40 years is over 2,000 weeks. So this is just a small blip in this whole grand scheme of things. So we don't want you to be discouraged if you're looking at this constantly. It's better that you set it and forget it and keep it out of sight, out of mind, so that your mental health is going to be better for it.
When you're looking at your investments and you're seeing that they're going down and all this stuff, you can think that maybe you invested at the wrong time. That's not really true necessarily in investing. I mean, yes, you could have made more money if you invested now when it's lower than investing in earlier, buying earlier when it was higher. But the thing is that over time, even the wrong time becomes the right time because the market grows over time. So for instance, if you had invested in the same stock at the peak of, the stock market before the Great Recession in 2008, 2009, you would still, at this point, you would have made so much more money. You would have had more than 3 times the money now in your investments than you did then. Right. So even if you had invested at the wrong time, right before the Great Recession, you still are making money at this point. And the same thing goes for if you had invested, before March of 2020 when there was the big drop because of COVID. Again, you would still be making more money. The market has grown so much in 2020 and 2021 that now, even with this little drop, we're still making money from the time that we invested before that.
Yeah.
So there's really no wrong time to invest. There's only really a wrong time to sell. And that's when you're losing money.
Right.
And that if you keep your money in the market for a long time, it's kind of like, an escalator that only goes up. Yes, there might be small dips, but overall, you're going up. Historically, anyway, that's the way that the market has done historically.
Yeah, that's why time in the market is better than timing the market. You just got to keep going at it and understand what is going to happen with this particular thing. For us, it's the total stock market index, and it's going to continue to go up because otherwise, if it isn't going to continue to go up, we've got way bigger problems.
Right.
And lastly, it's not investing advice. Don't get us in trouble with the SEC.
Right. Exactly. So our community BOLO this week comes from Beth over at Hello Bethel on Instagram and YouTube. And she picked up these old gringo cowboy boots from a consignment store for $55 and sold them for $350 on Poshmark. Wow. Amazing. So this is a great boot brand to be on the lookout for. I was recently at Boot Barn with my parents and we were looking at all the boots, and old gringos were definitely the most expensive there. Just cowboy boots in general can do really well, especially these look like they're in amazing condition. Like either she cleaned them up really nice or they were already in amazing condition. So definitely be on the lookout for old gringos. That is a great brand to sell. We've never found it, used or anything. The only ones I've touched are the ones at Boot Barn. But we would love to find some of those boots.
Yeah.
It would be amazing. So thank you so much, Beth, for sending that to us. She also told us that you can call Old Gringo and have them authenticated. So definitely, take a risk on picking those up because you can, make sure that they're real. And that is like such a cool thing that the company does. That's crazy. So thank you, Beth, for sending that in. Make sure that you check her out on Instagram and on YouTube. She has great content on both channels and just is a great person to follow. So make sure that you go give her a follow or subscribe and tell her that we sent you. Okay, so thank you so much for watching this video. Leave a comment down below of how your sales are going this week, how things are going in your business. We would just love to hear from you. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. That tells YouTube that this is a good video. And we hope that it is a good video. So let us know by giving us a thumbs up.
Yeah.
And if you aren't subscribed, consider subscribing. We would love to have you as part of our community here on YouTube. And we will see you in the next one.
Yeah, keep that passion burning, y'all. We are so appreciative of you watching and following us along on this journey, especially now that Camilla's full-time. Please wish her well. We are continuing to really ramp things up 100 listings a week. That's really insane compared to how much we've been doing so far. And we hope to keep our passion and love for this burning. And we hope that you're doing well. We're really rooting for you. We'll see you later.
Bye. $40 in February, so I think part of it is that
It's
they're
January.
probably... Oh, it's January?
Almost 30.